Well, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in YouTube land, welcome back. And I'm just going for a quick ride on the bike, as it's the first day of Meteorological Summer. June even. June the 1st. June the 1st? No, it's June the 1st. And it's a gorgeous day. Not sure what temperature it is. I could have a look at that, but I can't be bothered. And I thought, you know what, since it's a nice sunny day, I'm going to nip out to the seaside. So we're on the northern bypass at Carlisle here, with all its many roundabouts, 10 of them, from where I live anyway. Roundabouts. Yeah, fucking driving instructor's wet dream, that, like. It's a beautiful day, lovely, nice to have, you know, be out in a nice warm, you know, nice warm sunshine, although there are one or two clouds about, which I'm sitting in at the moment, or sitting under at the moment. I've even put my summer jacket on. Right, it's nice. So, nothing to report really. I went out for a nice ride up to Devil's Bridge on Saturday. That was a good ride, really enjoyed that. It wasn't as sunny as this though. In fact, there was hardly any sun at all actually. Yeah. And I did a stupid thing yesterday. A thing that I never thought I would ever do. I moved the bike while I had the disc lock on it. I put it in the yard, or in the garden, while I was doing stuff in the garage, so as the bike was out the road, like. And then I went to take the dog for a walk, and before I went to take him for a walk, I thought, well, better put the disc lock on, just, you know, as a deterrent sort of thing. Not that there's much feeding guns on round our bit, but you know, you can't be too careful, like. Anyway, I went to put the bike back in last night, and I moved it with the bloody, what do you call it, on the disc lock on. I was fortunate I didn't drop it. More by good luck than good management, it has to be said. But it must have shifted somewhat, you know, because the brake lever was, you know, really soft. And then I pumped it and it was fine, like, and it feels fine. It doesn't feel like there's any damage to the discs or anything. It doesn't feel like they're wobbling or anything, so I think I've managed to get away with that. But it was a bit of a scare. Something I never thought I'd ever do. So there's something to be said for having those disc locks with the alarm on it. Just absent-mindedness, you know, after being out with the dog and stuff, and forgetting that I'd actually done that, put it on. But it was a lovely ride out to Devil's Bridge on Saturday. I didn't film like it was a great ride. So yeah, summertime. Other than that, nothing else to report on the bike. No changes made since last I spoke, and the only changes I've made are the exhaust and the fender extender. Oh god, look at this bloody tarmac, eh? State of the roads is unbearable at the moment. Unbloody bearable. This will be busy today. It's always busy on a weekday, this, like A595, especially at certain times of the day. People travelling to Carlisle or travelling out west. But of course, with it being summery weather, there will be a lot of people heading out to the coast as well. Opportunity to overtake one or two. Yeah, but actually took the dog out to Gelt Woods again for the first time in ages yesterday. He was a little bit nervous at first, but there was no banging going on, nobody shooting or anything, so he soon settled down. We had a great laugh. Some dog, such a shame that he wound up with that blooming noise phobia, like. It's a bit less than a noise phobia, it's just a bang phobia more than anything else. Oh, nasty smell here. Choosh. I'll tell you what happened on Saturday as well. While I was riding, I hit a big fly and it hit my screen, kind of splattered, and then went all over me. I've never had that phenomenon happen before. It was almost as if my screen had cracked it open, and then the contents splattered all over me. Of course, it's that time of year now, like flies everywhere. Like, one of the reasons I use 2 cameras is because of flies. So as if you know, we do get the camera covered in flies, and I can just go to the other one, which means that you're having to look at me like maybe use a chest mounted camera as well. It's nice to be out in the sun though. I wish I'd managed to get out yesterday. It would have been wonderbar, because there wasn't even a cloud in the sky. Bikers out, and everybody's stuck behind a farmer, would you believe? What a day. But yeah, I found myself having a couple of hours free today, so I thought Silloth, good as place as any. I'll maybe extend it further than that, but at the moment just getting to Silloth and back, so it's lovely, this. Lovely. Tell you what, like, even with this mesh jacket on, it's still bloody warm, like. Oh, very warm. Very warm indeed. The only thing with this jacket is it tends to flap about quite a lot, because it is quite light material. Makes quite a lot of noise. Like only got it for this year, like, yeah, but you know, it's a nice jacket from the point of view of the amount of air you get through, but I wouldn't like to come off in it, like, because it's quite light material, like. Wigton bypass, old smelly town. Oh god, when I lost a button there. There we go. Been doing some resurfacing through here. That's unusual. It is very unusual. Didn't last long though. Right there. That's very kind of you, mate, but I'm turning off anyway. Good. We've got a right idea there, cycling to Silloth on a day like this. So it was a regular occurrence. I used to do it when I was cycling. It's a nice place to go, you know, get an ice cream, what have you. Looking quite murky over at Silloth. Is that the right word, murky? Hazy. Hazy, that's the word. That's the word I'm looking for, hazy. was thinking that me heated grips were on then. My hands are that warm. Well, it's not as nice as it was this morning, I have to say. This morning it was absolutely fantastic weather. Unbearable in the car when I was going to get the shopping. Unbearable. Thought he was just going to pull out there. He wasn't far away from just pulling out, it has to be said. Like, I'm going to have to stop somewhere and have a look at the camera just to see how many flies are on the lens, because there's many flies on my visor. I'll maybe stop in, oh, this road doesn't get any better, eh? Talk about an uneven surface, like, it's ridiculous. Even in the car it's jarring, like. I think I'll turn off the Home Culture Abbey just to get a quick look at the old whatchamacallit, camera lens. Be something to look at while I check. I'd like to see them bloody gates open, eh? Really car wash there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, there's the old abbey. Anything going here? It doesn't look like you can actually. Just park on here somewhere. It's a church now, obviously. It was once an abbey. Let's have a dig. Yeah, there is a fly on there. So I'll get that cleaned off and we'll be back shortly. So we're back. This is Abbey Town. Nice sleepy little village, or town, I assume it's a town. Yeah, my mum's family were originally from Abbey Town, like, although she was born, well, she was raised, I'm not sure about born, but she was definitely, she was probably born and raised in Skimberness. Which is a tiny village just down the way from Silloth, which we might go through today actually. I might go via the marsh. So we've got a truck reversing up ahead. Nice view from that hill out across this plain here. That mountain in the distance, which you may or may not be able to see, that's Criffel, and that's in Scotland. Silloth obviously is on the Solway coast, which is probably why they call it silloth-on-solway. It's a nice little village, well, nice little town, Silloth. Kind of grew around the port originally, then it became like a seaside resort for people, you know, in Carlisle, factory workers, that sort of thing, you know, in Victorian times, like, and you can see it in the architecture of the town. Looks very Victorian, like. Yeah, I think we'll go through Skimberness. along the marsh. When I was a kid, this avenue of trees used to be along both edges of the road, and they must have cut a lot of them down, like, for whatever reason. Probably because the wind was bloody blowing them out, because as you can see by those ones that we've just passed, they've all been bent by the wind. Yeah, we used to come out here all the time, you know, to see my grandmother. And many great times were had as well, which I think I've alluded to before in other videos, but yeah. Yeah, it brings back memories coming along here, like. Here's my brother's cattle grid. My brother Michael, he was slightly chubbier than the rest of us, and really it was just in his cheeks more than anything else, to be honest. You know, he had my mother's looks rather than my dad's looks. And when we'd go over that cattle grid, we'd always go, "Michael!" You know, alluding that he'd farted, sort of thing. Kids could be so cruel. Yeah, it was always a joke, that. My poor brother Michael. I don't think we screwed him up too much though. He's a sound bloke, like. Yeah, so there's Criffle up ahead there. And this is Skimberness coming up. That's where that fire was, actually. There was a fire here not long ago. Just on Groom Point here. This road here on the right leads down to Groom Point. And that house there is obviously the house that was on fire. The cream one behind this white one, that is. I won't go down there, go up and and now we're heading to the sea. Another thing we used to do when we were all kids, we used to all try and see the sea first as we were driving along here. Old memories. All memories of a wonderful childhood. So you get to about here and then the sea would start to pop its head over the wall there. Can't even remember if the wall was there, to be honest, actually. There we go. I can see the sea. There we go. The Solway Firth. Looks quite nice actually today. Tide's out a bit. Starting to get a bit of sun down here again now, which is nice. Right, I'll see you again shortly. I'm gonna have a cigarette and decide where to go next. So, see you shortly. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're all tabbed up. I haven't made a decision what I'm going to do yet, other than I am going to have a ride through Silloth just to show you the architecture. Really, although you might not be able to see it because I'll be bouncing all over the place on the cobbles. Terrible cobbles in Silloth, like. It's impossible to speed. Some lovely houses along the front here. I have a feeling I'm going to have a ride along the coast road, at least as far as Maryport anyway. And maybe just come back through Aspatria. Oh, rattle, 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 rattle. Yeah, but it's a dreadful road, this, like. I think actually no, I'm not gonna, because I want to show you the architecture and stuff. You can see very big houses here, like, as was Queen's Hotel there. Lovely green with all the pine trees. The church that we've just passed is where my mum and dad were married, actually. Balmoral Hotel. Nice houses, like, nice little houses. This is where we used to play as kids, down on this park here, quite a lot, playing football and what have you. Ratching in the old station building, which is no longer there. Aye, happy days. This is the Crofts, infamous in Silloth, the Crofts. Local estate. Samix Park Caravan Park even. When we went anywhere it would be the Lido, the Silloth Lido or Lido. Really? Like this road has had its problems recently. by problems I mean being washed away further down. Hopefully it's open, but can't be certain of that. Like, you know, tides have just been washing it away. Like, looks like it's open anyway. Plenty of traffic coming to the way. There's a promontory, I can't remember what it's called now, but where the road is right next to the sea. Like I say, that part of it started to get washed away, or just as you approach it anyway, it started to get washed away. Traffic lights. Right, bane of my life, the traffic lights. God, I've got a dry throat. I have to stop somewhere for a drink or something. road's in a bad state. Mind you, having said that, it always bloody was. I remember cycling along it. It used to be hard work then, you know, it was very heavy, bumpy and that, you know. And when you had a headwind, it was very hard work. Offshore wind farm there, which you probably can't see in the distance there. Can't remember the name of that either, to be honest. And this is the cycle path that my sister keeps complaining about. I wish they had this when I used to cycle here, I'll tell you. But apparently, hardly any cyclists use it. Ooh, the beach is quite busy. Lovely. This is Beckfoot, this. Smelling that gauze. Eyes are getting warm. I haven't been along this road for quite some time really, so I don't know what the state of it will be when we get to the part that's eroded. Be interesting to see actually what's actually been going on, what's been occurring. Just taking in the ambience, chaps. What a day. What a day. It's definitely an ice cream day. It's strange, you never get away off a Harley rider, do you? Mind you, I don't suppose I'd want to take a hand off a bar with the fucking folks riding a Harley. Anything could happen. Oh, this is where it's been eroded, I think. It looks like they've put a bit of a... this is it here. Looks like they've been putting more concrete and stuff in. New wall. The town we're approaching now, that you can see down where all that lovely sand is, and that's Allenby. Allenby famous for its ice cream. Long Cakes ice cream. Is it Long Cakes? I think it's Long Cakes, can't remember. It's definitely changed this, like. Doing lots of stuff here. Town of Allenby. Oh, they have schools around here as well. My God, times have changed. I haven't a clue what this building is here. I'm gonna have to research that. All that red brick and stuff. Very busy in Allenby. We'll be selling some ice creams today, I would say. Yep, big queue for the ice creams. 20mans, that's it, 20mans ice cream. What did I say again? Long Cakes, I think that's Silloth actually, Long Cakes ice cream. Although I could be wrong. That's a bit better. A bit more wind through my jacket. I was starting to feel the heat a bit there. It's a nice little road, this one. Nice view of the sea. The only problem with it is it starts in a shithole and finishes in a shithole. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. You know, Silloth by a lot of standards is a fucking shithole, like. And Maryport, well, fucking hell, pardon me French, but oof. Did knock me mirror earlier. Better. Just sort that when I get home. Yeah, that's better. That'll do. I can see my elbow in it, so that's spot on. Traffic start to turn off before it gets to bloody Maryport. Everybody will be closing the windows and putting the fucking locks down and stuff. It's some place, Maryport, like. Getting closer to that offshore wind farm. I don't suppose you can see it still. You certainly can't see it at the moment, but just over there, just there. And that is pretty much it. That's I decide to head along to Cockermouth and Bassenthwaite and stuff, but I haven't really got time, to be honest. Other things to do. Got to get that dog of mine out for a walk, for his afternoon walk. So I'm just going to turn off towards Crosby and Espiritu. Or Spatry, as the people round here call it. Spatry. Ooh, there's a nice car now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll call it a day at that, unless something else interesting happens. That's me signing off. So, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, all that sort of carry on. But I hope to see you again soon. So, come again. Peace out. CJ's Pies, ladies and gentlemen. If ever you're in Aspatria, CJ's Pies. The greatest pies you'll ever taste, honestly. And it's about the only good thing about Aspatria. CJ's Pies. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. "1,000 miles, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000 miles on the motorbike. So, peace out.